Hi yogis, welcome to Urban Om Yoga. I am Jenny Campbell and today we are going to do a chair yoga practice. And today we're going to focus on the lower body for this chair practice. So we'll focus on strengthening and stretching the feet, legs, and hips. So go ahead and find a seat, find a comfortable chair, and it's ideal to sit on the edge of the chair. It encourages you to really sit upright and find a tall spine. Once you've found your seat, hands can rest on your thighs, and as always, we'll take a moment to get grounded and centered. So close your eyes and start to tune into your breath here. Noticing where the breath wants to live in the body. Perhaps it's a bit more in the chest or a bit more in the belly. And really no right or wrong answer here. It's just about tuning in, building awareness. Gradually start to deepen your breath, finding fuller, deeper, more generous breaths. Soften through the features of the face. See if you can unfurrow your brow, maybe even slight smile. Let's take a deep breath in, and then a full breath out. Gently open your eyes, and we're going to turn our attention to our feet. So taking a moment and just make sure that all 10 toes are pointed straight ahead. So your feet are parallel and they're making kind of like the number 11. Your ankles are right underneath your knees. So go ahead and adjust them just so that your feet aren't stretched forward, nor are they kind of tucked back behind you. And then once you found that position, start to lift one heel up and then release the heel down, and we'll alternate sides. So one heel lifts up and then lower down. And let's link it with the breath. So as you inhale, you're lifting your heel up, and as you exhale, you're lowering down. So as you do this, just in your own time, still thinking about that tall spine. So you're thinking almost like there's a string, like you're a marionette, right? And you're getting pulled up towards the ceiling. So nice and tall. At any point, if it feels okay to you, you could close your eyes. If that helps you tune inwards, always okay. And then let's speed it up a little bit. And as one heel is lifting, start to lift the other heel up. So it's kind of like this treading of the feet. You're warming up through the ankles, warming up through the feet, all those little bones of the feet, and to stretch the muscles around them. Couple more times. And then release your heels down. And so now we're going to lift both heels up at the same time. And again, let's link it with the breath. So as you inhale, lift your heels up away from the ground. And as you exhale, release the heels down. A couple times like that. So breathe in, lift the heels. Breathe out, heels lower. And breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And breathe in, lift. And breathe out, lower. Good. We're going to keep your left leg just as it is for a moment, and then extend your right toes forward. And I'm mirroring you, so we'll be on the same side. Right toes reach forward, and then slide the heel back in. And take that a couple times on the right side. So right toes point forward, and then slide the foot back in. Toes forward, and then slide the foot back in. One more time on this side, toes forward. You can really point through the foot and then slide the heel in. And then other side, left toes reach forward, and then slide the foot in. And toes point forward, and foot slides in. Twice more. Breathe in, and breathe out. Last one, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, so now we're going to add on a little bit. So that same action, right side, point the right toes forward, and then lift the foot up off the ground. Flex through your right foot, point through the foot, and then same thing, slide the foot back in. And we'll stay on that right side for a couple rounds. You point your right toes forward, lift the foot, flex the foot, point through your toes, release the foot, and lower down. So twice more, just at your own pace. You can go slower than me, faster than me, modify as you need. And you might notice that this right leg is starting to get a bit tired. Okay, we are strengthening all those muscles in the upper leg as well as through the ankle and the feet. This is really good for stability, really good for building up strength in your legs. Let's move to the other side. So left toes point forward, flex through the foot, point through the foot, and then slide the foot back. Again, point, lift, flex, point, and draw the foot back in. And point, flex, point, and slide the foot back in. One more time on this side. Point the toes forward, flex through the foot, point, and slide the heel in. Okay, back to the right side. Right toes point forward, flex through the foot. We're going to hold the leg up a little bit longer this time so you can roll through the ankle. So just circle the ankle one direction. We're going to do both directions, so you can do whichever one feels good for you to start with. And then reverse the circle. Good. And now point through the foot and release the foot down and onto the other side. Left toes point forward, lift the leg, and then start to circle the ankle one direction. And trying to create a full circle as best you can through that foot. Good. And then reverse the circle, other way. All the while sitting up really tall, using your core, right? Navel to spine. That supports your tall seat. And make sure you're breathing. Always important. Right? Point through the toes and then slide the foot back in. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise like that. I know the legs can get quite tired. This is the last thing we're going to do in terms of really strengthening the legs, and then we're going to stretch it out. So right toes point forward. This next one is a bit challenging, so I'm going to give you an alternative in just one moment. We're going to write the alphabet with the right foot. This is really good for strengthening the ankles, strengthening the feet. So you're going to write out the alphabet. You can choose uppercase or lowercase. If this gets too much for the legs, lower your right heel down and you can just write the alphabet that way. Okay? But try. Lift the leg. See how it goes. All right? So just in your own time, write out the alphabet. If you've ever sprained your ankle, this is often what they give you in PT to strengthen your ankle and find that stability again. So this is really good for strengthening your muscles for walking, right? And something we all need. And Z. Okay, so I finished. If you're still working, just take a moment. Whenever you're finished, you can release the foot down. Just take a breather. Surprisingly hard. It's challenging for both the leg and the foot, as well as coordination. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing to challenge yourself. So take a moment in between sides. Take a couple deep breaths. You can close your eyes if you like. And then gently open the eyes if they're closed, and we'll take the other side. So left toes reach forward and start to take the alphabet. And then again, if it becomes too much, lower your heel down. Totally fine. Checking in with your posture. I know sometimes when I start to focus on my leg, I slowly start to kind of curve a little bit. So thinking all the while sitting up tall. Okay, whenever you're finished, you can release that foot down. And again, take a moment. You can close your eyes, bringing the mind back to the breath. And good work. That is not easy. So now we're going to stretch it out a little bit after all that hard work. Right toes forward, flex through the foot, sit up tall, and we're going to aim to stretch the back of the leg, stretch the hamstring a bit. So if you have arms on your chair, you can hold onto the arms. You can also hold onto the sides of the chair. Make sure that you feel really steady and that your chair can support you if you're going to lean forward. If that's a bit too much, you can just sit up tall. But if it feels okay, you can start to lean forward, and that will increase the stretch through the back of your right thigh. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Good. Coming back up if you're leaning forward, and then reach that foot in. Other side. Left toes forward, flex through the foot, sit up tall, inhale, and then either stay right there or start to lean forward. Think about sending your sits bones back into your seat, the actual chair, right? And then leaning forward, if that feels okay. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 4. Breathe in. Breathe out 5. Come back up to sit. Inhale. Slide the foot in. Interlace your fingers right at the base of your right knee. Lift the leg up and then cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Flex through your right foot. Sit up tall. So we're stretching through the outer edge of the right hip now. Couple options. You can stay right here. Some days this is quite enough. This can be a really intense stretch. So no need to deepen it unless you need. And then slowly start to lean forward if you would like a deeper stretch today. Listening to your body. Hands can be on knee and ankle, or you can hold onto the arms of your chair, the sides of the chair. Again, sending your weight back into your sits bones. And 5 more breaths wherever you are. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. Breathe out 5. Come to sit. Inhale. To make our way out of it, we'll just retrace our steps. So interlace the fingers around the base of the right knee. Hug the knee in. Release the foot down. On to the next side. Interlace the fingers below the left knee. Draw your right knee in. And then cross the ankle. Right, so left foot is flexing. Release the left knee down towards the ground. You can stay lifted or slowly start to lean forward, maybe holding onto the support of your chair. If it feels okay, hands can be on the leg. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out, 4. Breathe in. And breathe out, 5. Inhale, make your way up to sit. Again, retrace your steps. Interlace the fingers around the base of the knee. And then gently lower the foot down. And come up to sit. We're going to take a few moments, few minutes in Shavasana or meditation. So if you like, you can sit up tall in your chair. You could also lean back in your chair if that feels good to you. So finding a relaxed, comfortable position and close your eyes. Allowing the features of the face again to soften. So unfurrowing the brow, relaxing through your jaw, and soften around your shoulders so there's space around your neck. Allowing the breath to come and go in whatever rhythm feels most natural to you. So natural cadence. With every exhale, seeing if you could soften just a bit more. Allowing the soles of the feet to spread wide. Hip flexors soften. And sometimes it is nice to think about the breath just like the ocean tide. So the breath rolls in and rolls out just like the ocean. So if it's helpful, you can picture yourself at the beach. You can picture the tide gently rolling in and then being very gently swept out into the ocean. You can picture the sounds, even hear the waves crashing. Really picture yourself there. You can stay in your rest for as long as you like or as long as you have time for. But whenever you're ready to make your way out, you can gently start to deepen your breath. And as you're ready, find a tall seat again. And place one hand on your chest, one hand on your abdomen. And take a moment to thank yourself for practicing. Thank yourself for your efforts. And if you like, join the hands to meet in front of your chest. Bow your chin down towards your chest, bowing down to your practice, to your efforts. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please subscribe, like this video. Please comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how this practice went for you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.